Thank you, Abhijit. So Professor Manoj Hazarika is a professor from our Food Engineering and Technology Department, School of Engineering, Tezpur University. He completed his MTech in Dairy and Food Engineering, PhD from IIT Kharagpur. Then he joined as a lecturer in the Department of Agricultural Engineering, Nerist, Arunachal Pradesh, Principal Investigator, Rural Technology Center, Nerist, Arunachal Pradesh. Then he joined Assam University, Silchar, as the reader of State in Charge, Department of Agricultural Engineering. And then he joined Tezpur University as an associate professor in the Department of Food Processing and Technology. Now he is a professor here. And his research work includes technology development for fruits and vegetables products, drying characteristics of foods during thin layer and deep bed drying. His area of interest include food process modeling, product technology development, transport processes in food engineering, refrigeration in food preservation, dairy engineering, etc. I request Professor Manoj Hazarika to please start.
Thank you, Ananya. Good afternoon, everybody. Today, I will be speaking on a topic that is startup support schemes from the Govt of India. Of course, I am thankful to the organizer of this online workshop on employability and entrepreneurship skill development opportunities for the youth of Northeast India. And thanking Dr. Ananya for a brief introduction of mine, I'd like to add one point that actually I am currently heading this Center for Innovation, Incubation and Entrepreneurship as well. So I find this particular topic to be of interest to me. So I am thankful to the organizer for giving me the opportunity to share some of the information that I have gathered. And as it is already told, basically academician, but trying to, let us say, go into this aspect of entrepreneurship and livelihood generation. So this, for the participants now, let me tell you what I have planned to talk is, let us say, appreciate some of the achievers. Okay, we'll just try to do in a, let us say, polite manner. Then I'll try to just see actually what is the journey from innovation to startup. And then Govt of India has lot many schemes, and I'll try to touch upon some of them, and we'll see how anybody interested can get benefit out of it. Now, while I have talked that anybody is interested, you see, after the lunch break, you have joined this program, and it actually indicates that actually you will be one of them to take up this such a journey if needed. And we'll see actually what may make us to take up such a journey. Okay, so to be honest, I think our organizer will permit that actually, although I have written the 3 agenda, but we'll like to actually shorten it up, that we'll just have one quiz and we'll watch one movie and then something about one of the initiative from the Govt of India. So I am hopeful that actually we'll be in a position to remain engaged. Okay, whatever we'll be discussing, and of course we'll continue to interact. And the schemes of government of India is such that actually we are required to be in networked so that actually we can get benefit out of it. So to begin with, yeah, that the name of the quiz is basically Pehchan Kaun. So let us see. I think Ananya can help me if required. So I will request the participants to give the answer either in A, B, C, D in the chat box if possible. Let us just see. So there is yeah, passion cone. So there are 4 choices for this person in photograph. Yeah, I cannot see the because of my screen arrangement, but I think
Yes,
Ananya can,
you can type in your answers in the chat box. I can read them out to sir. So there is
yeah.
a person shown in the picture, and you are supposed to identify him. Okay, so 2 of the participants have put the option B in the chat box. So
Yeah, yeah. I think they okay. I'm just agreeing to the response. I am hopeful that actually all others are also identifying him, and he is known for his steel business. Okay, and of course he has got done many uh, social contributions as well. Of course, this gentleman is, I think, everybody sees him frequently, probably.
so identify the second person now.
Any response, Ananya?
Yes,
Somebody
there
has response here also.
there are 2 responses coming up, B and C.
Okay. Yeah, of course. When actually I picked up the photograph, I uh, identified him as Narayan Murthy, the means co-founder of Infosys. I think all participants will agree to that. Okay. So now this gentleman.
Identify the third person.
Actually, just to make people, because after lunch there may be a little bit lethargy, so I think it may help out.
Most of
Okay.
them have given option A.
Yeah, quite nice. Thank you. So now let us go for the 4th one.
Fourth, also people are responding with the option A.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I think correct, as I had noted. Okay. Yeah, I did not get much of choices against this lady, but I think she's quite familiar with across India currently. So she's quite relevant nowadays, I think. Now people will have to, means our participants will, friends will have to write the name, at least the surname or initial. I think she is planning to keep us safe from
Yeah,
many. Yeah.
Ashok Pradhan, you're supposed to write the name of the lady shown in the picture, not your own name.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I actually would like to see name of our participants. Let us say, yeah, coming up like this very soon, at the as early as possible. And actually, I have a plan also. The next question will be like that only. Okay,
So we will
some
see Ashok Pradhan.
okay. Ananya, anything you got?
No, not any name as such.
Okay. I think I did not note it down here, so I don't know, but still I think she's Kiran Majumdar Shah, probably. And she is going to decide many things, or her work is going to decide many things that actually how we confront this COVID thing. Okay. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Now, yeah, okay. That's why I'm saying, okay, means all of us can be here. So, okay, and he's quite known to us. So, just this is a bonus question only. Okay, of course, I'd like to see our participants are remembering the name.
Yes, he gave lecture today.
Okay.
Lohkar
Okay,
sir.
thank
Yes.
you.
Hemanta
Yeah,
Lohkar,
he is
right?
the last speaker. But actually, see, why I am just saying here is he is one of the entrepreneurs. Although, you see, you may just try to measure in terms of skills, but you see, let us see the next. Oh, yeah, this is a group of people. Just I was means I picked those photographs from here only. So all 8 persons are of the same level. Okay, I think all of you can identify them. Mittal, uh, Ambani, Tata, Narayan Murthy, Shivnadar, Azim Premji, and Bajaj and Ramesh Agrawal. Okay, yeah, this is not a question now. Yeah, not a question of the quiz now. But actually, see, all those gentlemen, whomsoever we have seen in the 8 persons photograph, the one please. Yeah, sorry. Uh, those 8 persons, okay, at skills they are really large, and also our previous speaker, you see, all can be described in a way actually how our uh, Gandhi Bapu has described them. You just see what I'd like to call them: be the change you wish to see in the world. Actually, see, they are change makers. Okay, they have taken initiatives and they could make a change. Okay, and they are self-reliant people. So they had dreamed something and they had put effort to achieve that. Okay, to whatever extent they could do it, that percentage let us not decide. Okay, now, okay, that quiz part is over now. I am hopeful that actually see all of you will be getting good scores there. Now I have proposed that actually we'll be watching one movie. Now let us go to that movie. But before that, let us see. Actually, see, after seeing it or after talking about Gandhiji's words, and also we also see them actually see quite big achievers. And of course, I did not bring these photographs or references to those others are like you see Bill Gates, Jack Ma, and Jeff Bezos, and all. Okay, all are actually big achievers, and I think you can see that all are having their that characteristics or resolve and self-confidence to do it. Okay, so now if somebody asks us or even me whether actually I'd like to take their path, or I think all of us can ask ourselves actually whether we are interested to take that path. Yeah, we can actually answer ourselves because of our that arrangement. Had it been face to face, I think we could have asked for hand raiser. Okay, so now probably for me actually, let us say even if it is me, I'll be saying that okay, I'm in dilemma. Because you see, I will be pulled back by somebody, my well-wishers, reminding me that wherever actually you are, whatever path you are going to traverse is not safe. Okay. Of course, there may be some circumstances which may put us, all of us, into it. Let us just watch a movie.
Dr. Hazarika movie is not coming yet.
Yeah, is it, sir?
Movie is not coming. Only the presentation is coming.
Oh, sorry. It did not come. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll
you
skip that
share?
part.
Okay. Did you share the entire screen while presenting?
No, only window.
Oh, if you present the entire screen, then you can also display the movie.
Okay, okay. Then let me do it. Is it coming?
No, not yet. Not yet. Movie is not coming. Movie is not coming, Professor Hazarika.
Not coming.
No, no, no.
Sorry. I'll have to stop then.
Okay, okay.
Okay, just we are stopping here. Okay, that's all right. So then that will be in some other day. I'll have to actually see so this movie, right?
Professor Hazarika, something is wrong with you. Please, yeah. I think presentation is also not coming now. If you
Okay,
present,
just I think it got. I'm just correcting it.
if you get the presentation, window presentation is okay. I think you are doing nice. Okay.
I'm correcting it, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so we have we'll see what it later. Okay, now these things comes, of course. Now this new slide, whatever is coming, again, this is of course not related to quiz or something. Okay, now we are coming to our next part of it, that is the relevance of innovation and startup. Sir, now is it visible?
Your slide is coming. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so of course, let me just summarize the story of the movie. Actually, what happens is that one voyage is planned, and with the help of some alien. Okay, so alien promised to the habitat of the earth that he is taking the people to a new planet, okay, to their own habitat, where actually things will be much better than us. Okay, so some people have opted for it, and some were, okay, let us say, not picked. So those who are not picked or who were not interested have later on decoded some message among the aliens that basically they are taking the whomsoever they are picking up. So they are taking for to be included in their recipes, in their dishes. Okay, so that's how actually see. Of course, some people had already boarded on the means that vehicle, and so they were just taken away. And those who are here waiting, so they were just saying that okay, if possible, come back. Okay, so now that happens basically. See, that is a uncertain journey. Nobody knows actually what may happen there. Those human beings who were picked by the aliens, but that actually see, to take that decision is a challenge. So that's why actually I was showing that movie, that those who have achieved, like those people whomsoever I have shown in photographs, so they have taken a decision without knowing actually what may be lying ahead. And those who were not along with them may be probably thinking that okay, they are going through a very tough time. They are going to have a tough time. Okay, so that is now is for us. What is happening is that probably we are forced to go to that option. It is easier option have been for livelihood, has been a government job or something. Okay, whatever may be the reason, we are very actually believer of that. But now because of the economic condition and overall global level crisis, probably we'll have to go for something which is out of the box. Okay, so one of these option is this one, becoming a self-reliant person and creating opportunities for ourselves as well as for others. So that concept is there in case of what is called entrepreneur, we call it. But along with entrepreneur now, we have got this presence of this gentleman whomsoever we are seeing in the screen, or in general actually see, he's just a metaphor only. So our government is actually thinking that whenever we are required to traverse that journey, we will be facilitated. So for facilitating, that particular term is coined, that is a startup. Actually, it means we are going to devise something or develop something for our benefit as well as for the benefit of the mass. And that may not be a very easy task. So therefore, government has some action plan. So that action plan, Startup India, action plan was launched in January 2016, and there many things are there, provisions are there. But you see, at a one instance where we can find those information, so that through that action plan or within that action plan, there is a proposal that there will be one hub will be created where actually all such information can be gathered from a single source. Okay, so that is the Startup India Hub. So objective of this hub, or in general, where whoever is going for this startup, actually mostly will be saying that actually first generation business persons. So for them, there may not be much of backup. So then when they actually join hands together, probably they will be more benefited. So therefore, actually now what is being talked is actually development of an ecosystem where many informations will be available or many supports will be available. So now the idea has been to bring all these stakeholders to a common platform, value proposition for all stakeholders. That is the current ecosystem is to be improved. Then to grow the ecosystem, connect with global ecosystem and stimulate others to join the ecosystem, then to facilitate these stakeholders. So actually that is the topic for this talk. Okay, now for government to consider us or anybody as a startup, there will be some requirement. First thing is that actually it will have to be, second point, entity type, incorporated as a private limited company or a registered partnership firm or a limited liability limited liability partnership. Okay, so detail will be going later on also. So now thing is that this startup concept is there actually before becoming identified as a startup for the Govt of India initiatives. Then we'll have to fulfill some of the criteria, and this is the latest one. Okay, if it is not 10 years old from its existence, or if it is registered in these particular manners, or in none of the years till date, the annual turnover was exceeding 100 crore. This the fourth point is original entity. That point is introduced of late, that it should be a really original entity, not that actually it is being broken down from some of the existing companies or entities, then it is being now given a new name or something like it will have to be original one. And fourth point is actually quite relevant to us, because actually as per our design itself for this course has been for students. So actually it is not simply startup. It can be basically what we can say that it will not be simply business. It will be having an innovative component and with high potential for creation of wealth and employment. So not only for myself, but for others as well. Okay, so the same thing we are just telling it slightly means familiar words, that how startups are different from regular businesses. That startups are innovative. That innovative component will be there. Team dependent. Basically, it requires collaboration, and goals are actually not only beneficial to me as well as for the mass. And yeah, it involves risk. And the financing is also, there will be provision or there will be arrangement that actually it will be financed by many. Now, what has been observed is that the growth impact of startups are quite significant. It is unmatched. Okay, impactful business models are the highlights. And this term, self-reliant, creates entrepreneurs which are self-reliant, prevents underemployment. That is general idea that actually why it should be encouraged. And again, creativity gets its due importance. Okay, I have my idea, so I will be getting that opportunity to implement it. So now, as I have said, that Center for Innovation, Incubation and Entrepreneurship. So innovation, if it is said to be innovation, so that's why actually means that center is named like that. But at the same time, let us say let us make a distinction actually what is meant by innovative approach or innovation. So innovation is actually something will have to come into existence. So innovation can be defined as new ideas or combination of ideas that together for something new or updated version. Something will be coming up, not at idea level. So it will be something, some material or something which were already there, but there has been significant improvement to it, or means to a certain extent improvement to it. So in essence, innovation is one of the strongest pillars of our human civilization development, and there have been so many innovative ideas that has been implemented and has helped the civilization to grow. Innovations have a great impact on us. That is means we are getting actually those innovative ideas converted to, okay, whoever actually two matching of two approaches are required now. You see, one is that innovative ideas or creative thinking ideas will be there, but that is at idea level. But at the same time, something can be, let us say, formed. Now that innovation, whether actually it will like means one would like to sell it to somebody to make benefit out of it, or I myself would like to make benefit out of it. So then I will have to take up the part of establishing a startup. Presence of innovation is one big factor that separates startups from regular businesses. So that innovation is essential component to consider some entity as startup. So some of the examples means that has been happening actually around us, whatever has development have been happening, so we can call as innovations, means that whatever is becoming tangible and making an impact in our life. So now one example is with 3D printing. Okay, so some ideas were there, actually we are not sure who will make it. But now the technology is such that 3D printing technology is such that actually I can just, if I can draw the diagram, with even for that also I'll be getting help, and I can give a shape to my idea. And of course, now in this case, what is that? The cost of engine building is reduced by certain quite significant degree. And another one is utilization of waste, or waste means biomasses. So not that innovations that is happening in the waste management is helping not only solving the problem of waste handling, but also it is helping to preserve some of the resources. Now, in case of this particular, for example, that with the paper production, if we can use some other biomass, then we are saving some of the trees. Okay. So now, innovation and startup, actually we'll have to understand, okay, if I am talking about a startup, so it will be having an innovative component. Now, the other aspect is incubation. Innovation is I can develop, I can prove the concept, my concept, and I can have something means fabricated or designed. Okay, and I can demonstrate to others. Now, but to convert it to a business, I require actually help. At least to me, I am sure, and there may be some more people like this, and I can understand actually. See, since we are discussing it now, certainly means we are curious that okay, how actually one can go ahead. Okay, so then this concept of incubation is there. So it is a business development process. So where means something like infrastructure and people designed to nurture and grow new and small businesses by supporting them through early stages of development. At the beginning of the business, so then incubation can be facilitated. So a startup incubator is a collaborative program for startup companies. Yeah. So startup, if we are saying startup means actually some entity we will have to develop it. So that is a startup company. So usually physically located at one central workplace, or that is designed to help startups in their infancy succeed by providing workspace, seed funding, mentoring, and training. So if possible, actually such incubators that will try to provide all these facilities. So now government has actually some missions, like that was one of these Utpal innovation mission. Under it has established many incubation centers. Utpal incubation center was one of them. Then ACIC, Utpal community incubation centers are there. Okay, so these Utpal incubation centers, I think even in Assam there are 2 centers are there. I think probably in Meghalaya also one center is there. Of course, now this is actually typical question that comes to my mind, actually to our mind. So before calling ourselves as a startup, or before thinking of getting into a incubator, so we'll have to define ourselves as a company in either of these forms. Okay, so one is the proprietorship firm, then registered partners or limited liability partnership, private limited company, or one-person company. Okay, so the first one and last one means that involves actually means limited number or one person, but of course the one-person company is actually they require company status. A private limited company actually when this capital is, let us say, above 1 lakh and then funds are raised, then it is a private limited company. Okay, so now what will be required is actually means that entity will have to be registered, and for that actually we will be requiring some support. Nowadays from government of India, this support can be extended through incubators or even Department of Industries. They also. Now another issue is where from that money will be coming. Of course, incubators, they may provide some seed funding. So others are like crowdfunding. So that is nowadays quite many have been using, yeah, I think online sites like Kickstarter, Wishberry, Quill, a Dream, etc. Means they are there. Okay. So another option is called bootstrapping. Another is venture capital, and fourth one is really we look forward to is the government schemes. But venture capital is also one of the good option, and I think that depends on actually the confidence we can garner in the investors. So now, for getting the recognition from government, we'll have to have at least listed as a company, and we'll have to fulfill those criteria. Then this one, then application process is there. So that how it can be done actually, it does not take much of time, and that portal this Govt of India has started, Startup India Hub. So it will be giving the link how to enroll it, and very minimum information needs to be given. However, this does not mean that actually they will be doing the registration for us. So registration is a separate task. So then if people join there, so what is the benefit? This is the quite hand holding is the actually major benefit one can get. Because to start a business, what are the components that may require is particularly from the students' perspective, most of the students, okay, they may have some innovative ideas, and they may have made some innovations as well. But if it is said, okay, now start your own business, okay, then where to start? That sort of thing will be coming to the mind. So then incubators are there, or wherever such centers are developed, that will be there. But even from their own initiative, our potential business people, businessmen can access this particular Startup India portal and can get many information. Even without registering, so much of information is available there. And of course, with registration, some exclusive facilities can be availed. Okay, so dedicated facilitation support team at Invest India to handle startup. Okay, and for any inquiry, they will respond through various means. And this is a statistics that since I have taken from their web page, so this is there as far as the even inquiries are also there. But actually, the more important point is the number of startups they have mentored, and this was actually last year's data, so I think this has gone up. Now, one good thing is there, if someone enrolls as a startup, my idea, I can have a business in the more means without even registering startup also I can run my business, or I can try to means I can register it as a startup and carry on my means business. So if I register as a startup, besides this supports, I'll be getting one benefit, basically some legal bindings are there, how to run a company. Some legal provisions are there. So there are labor laws are there, and environmental issues are there. So some relaxation is there if we are registered as a startup. Now, that inspection part is not mandatory. Rather, with this self-declaration itself, if it is a startup, those candidates means the regulatory bodies will be agreeing if we make a self-declaration regarding the compliance of those regulations. Okay, so now some more issues are there. These are some improvement: insolvency and bankruptcy board considered for fast track exit, and 90 days period for winding up operations. That is, let us say, in case of failures, so there will be some more support, and that is one can get out of that failed project little sort of, it's quite sort of as compared to earlier provisions. Now that is another issue. Means if somebody, let us say, even our government organizations or agencies are making purchases, so if one goes for tendering process, so then EMD is required. Some amount needs to be submitted by the tendering parties. Okay, so then there will be relaxation, and even the years of experience or turnovers to offer a big project, there will be certain stipulations. So there will be relaxation if there is startup. I think nowadays this ZEM portal is coming. So ZEM portal is also catering to such means relaxations. So, and the other part is that actually these government agencies are also advised to give differential treatment to the startups, so that actually means we can encourage our in-house or you see Indian contributions. Okay, that yeah, ZEM portal is there. Then for patenting also the and or obtaining trademark also there will be some financial gain. If some patent is to be filed and the total out of the total cost, even it can go up to 80% of rebate, or in case of trademark it can be 50%. So in this regard, actually we can highlight that even this NRDC has National Research and Development Council has an MOU with Tezpur University also. Okay, so now they are also going to help through the initiatives of governments, not directly under this head, but nevertheless, actually it is the government's support. Okay, now if I'm actually, let us say, if we want to know that how many schemes are there. Okay, so let us, when I checked, it was let us say 125 schemes are there, which are meant to help the startups. Now here, some of the schemes will be directly benefiting the startups, whereas some will be starting from the innovation level as well. So some of them I am going to highlight. So here, yeah, in the next one was Aspire. Now it is related to actually rural areas, a scheme for promoting innovation and rural entrepreneurship, Aspire, and it aims at means increasing employment and reducing poverty, along with improving innovation in rural India, and it is related to basically agro business. Then Mudra Bank. This Mudra Bank was created to enhance the credit facility and to boost the growth of small business in rural areas. Okay, so now this scheme was means introduced in the year 2015, and government has allocated 10,000 crores to promote startup culture in the country. The Mudra Bank provides startup loans for 10 lakh to small enterprises. Those are the business which are non-corporate and non-farm small micro enterprises. So now it is being now it is being operated under this Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. Now this is quite interesting platform, that is government to business, G2B portal in electronic mode, eBiz. So the main purpose is to transform and develop a conducive business environment in the country. It is a communication center for investors and the business communities in India. So for the businesses or interested investors, actually it is helping us to communicate, or is it have a means prompt linkage. Now this is related to NABARD's scheme for this dairy processing and infrastructure development fund. So now rupees 8,000 crore over a period of 3 years, means from 2017 to 2020 was means maintained, and it is basically loan will be there and there will be some support from the state, and if these borrower gets into some trouble, so there will be the state to help. So for the project sanctioned, if the end user is not able to contribute its share in the scheme, the state government will contribute. So that is a good thing, and means there is some financial benefit out of it. So now similarly, this is in the other aspect, that is about means intellectual property protection, patent protection in electronics and information technology, electronics and information technology, SIP, EIT. So financial support is provided for international filing of ICT and electronic sector. The reimbursement limit is around 15 lakh per invention, or 50% of the total charges. So SIP EIT scheme can be applied at any stage of international patent filing by the applicant. Means not only that before application that needs to be applied for the support or no, means even at any stage actually this support can be sought from the government. Then this is MGS, multiplier grant scheme, that is again funding support, with this includes that R&D component as well. Okay, so this is, we are coming to another one directly, that is this is funding support. Small Farmers Agribusiness Consortium has launched the BCA scheme for the welfare of farmer entrepreneurs. So the quantum of loan will be around 26 or 40% of the promoter's equity, and the maximum amount of loan provided under this scheme will be 50 lakhs. So this is for direct funding of the business. So now again, if whenever somebody is suggested, okay, develop your own business, so two questions will be coming. One is that, okay, how to form a committee, means company. First thing, that that person will have to form a company. So that is through registration. The other is actually where from then money will come. This one, this second funding part. So for this as well, government is giving so much of support. Then the another one will be, okay, even after money, so how to proceed? Probably at every stage, including some legal things, financial record keeping things, and taxation things, all things will be there. So then people will be requiring mentors. So then this government schemes are there to support that as well. Again, there is another means scheme for supporting some EDCs, entrepreneurship development centers. Those are called new generation innovation and entrepreneurship development centers. Up to 5 years of duration, these IEDCs are provided. Okay, so this is government's means, let us say, projection that around 10,000 crore corpus to be provided by March 2025, and this this is the progress actually by government contribution, which helped 10 times availability of funds. Okay, from 1,285 crore up to, means which has gone up to 13,888 crore. That will be the amount available for these startups. So now some other things, that is auto tinkering labs that was established in schools, okay, for the promotion of the innovation. Then there is another scheme, Manak, that is 30 crore was given to means students, basically that is the yearbook amount. So students, around 30,000 students has received a grant of 10,000 rupees each. Uchatar Avishkar Yojana, that is again recognition. Then incubation centers, now not only Niti Aayog, that is the Atal innovation centers, the other organizations which means of Govt of India which supports these incubation centers are DST, so they call it Business Incubation Center. Then Department of Biotechnology, it has got numbers of schemes like BIG, BIRSC, all those schemes are there. So they help incubation aspect of the innovators and startups. Then research parks are being developed. So when actually it is a research park, that is means research for innovation component is also there. So lots of funding is there for innovation part. Bioclusters and regional centers, that is again, yeah, here I have mentioned Virat. Regional centers are there at Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Pune. Now, okay, so what is the expectation from these startups? That they will be employing themselves as well as they will be supporting the society. So till now, actually, whatever that support government has been giving, so they were finding that okay, around 12 jobs per startups being created out in there. This ratio, gender ratio, have been around 55 to 45. So now, you see, means whenever we are thinking of developing a startup, we'll be having doubts or confusions regarding few of the aspects. So then, what kind of support people will be getting if they join that whatever Govt of India's Startup India online hub? So that incubator will be available. Then mentor, specific problems will be there. Then we can seek help from suggestion from mentor. Then investor, it may help attracting investor that okay, means they'll be supporting the funding part of it. And many times government bodies for funding, they'll be looking for that whether actually they are a registered startup. And another aspect is the accelerator. Actually, this is the little bit advanced level of incubator. So incubator is at the beginning where everything is, means handholding is done, mentoring is done to just to start the business. But accelerator is, it requires a rapid growth in the business. So somebody is, means that business is to be developed to a bigger scale within a short span of time. So then people can take help of accelerator. Okay, so then information discovery, curated learning program, networking and engagement, tools and templates, and applications to enablers. So these are the 5 aspects actually that this particular site is maintaining, and this is actually under the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, DIPP. So these are the 5 themes they are working: the information, curated learning program, networking and engagement, tools and templates, and application enablers. Okay, so now means let us say if we think of getting some training, even in our formal education system, we may have a course like you see entrepreneurship development or means in that line, or even innovation. But actually things may be many times maybe classroom oriented or with academic content more. But within this site, we can have some free training. Let us see. There is a 4-week long free training will be there that is provided in English and Hindi. Okay, so it will be helping us. Actually, it will be more of a workshop mode, that idea assessment, and again, legal aspects will be there, financial aspects will be there, and business planning. Ultimately, we'll have to turn the business into a profitable one. And then this fundraising part, actually, where we are thinking of getting the financial support for developing the business. So then, after joining such a, actually, another issue is always this networking. Okay, sharing of information among the people in a group of similar interest. Okay, so discussion forums are there, and even online works information on online workshop will be available there. And one very interesting thing is that in this portal, even without joining, we can get the information about these mentors and supporters and nearby incubators. All things are listed. So visiting this particular website and if possible joining this particularly free course is also one of the aspects that will be helping us to get means get cleared about a few of the things. But besides, means what I plan to say that the schemes are quite large in number from the government, but all the information is available, is made available through a single portal as well, so that we can explore. And through that, we'll be getting information for mentors, for incubators, or accelerators, and then we can make use of it. So that's all. Thank you. I think I have concluded.
Thank you.
Any query I'd like to answer?
So, to the participants, if you have any queries, you can quickly ask one or two. Okay, we have one question from Rizwana Sultana.
Yeah.
Is there any date for applying in Startup India Learning Program?
No. On any date, actually, it is open throughout. It is basically, I think it is kind of pre-recorded or something, is self-paced course. Okay, they say that it is 4 weeks duration, but not necessarily that we will have to complete in 4 weeks.
Sir, is it online?
It is an online mode. This is the
Okay.
free course part, but they are having some notification for some fixed workshops as well. Those will be in detail. But to get the first means know-how or something like clear initial level doubts, I think we can join. We should join. I think we can have some arrangement that if possible, as many as people should join it. Yeah.
Okay, so if there are no more questions, then I would like to thank sir for all the relevant informations regarding various schemes of Government of India for startup. So I wish all the participants good luck in future and would be able to utilize these informations for startup. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you to Ananya and of course I've seen Professor Dekasari also there, and thank to all and all participants for joining this program as well as joining this session. Thank you.
Thank you once again. Now moving on, the second topic that we have now is employment opportunities in capital markets. So this topic will be delivered by Mr. Utpal Kesi. I can see he is already here with us since the last 15 minutes. Hello, sir. How are you? Mr. Utpal Kesi?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ananya.
Yes.
So, can you see me? I cannot see myself somehow.
Yeah, we can see you.
You can see me? But I don't know whether I look good or not because I cannot see myself. Okay, I must look good, right? Yeah. Okay, just a moment. Okay. Because let me tell you, I'm not very used to this Google thing. Yeah, now I can. Okay, now I can see myself. Yeah, yeah. I think yeah. I look fine. I think, right? But is it dark or something? Is it okay? Is it dark or something? Huh?
Yeah, you can pull off your curtains.
Yeah. Now it's okay?
Yes, yes.
See me? Okay. Otherwise, you'll have to give me some time, then I can fix my lights, etc. There are some lights, but I thought, yeah, it will be okay. Because normally I use Zoom, so Zoom, like, you can manipulate the light thing. So
Okay.
it's okay?
It is okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
So,
can I start, or like, you'll do something, or then after that I'll start, and how it should be?
I have something to read it out.
Okay, please, please go ahead.
So today the topic now is employment opportunities in capital markets by Mr. Utpal Kesi. Utpal Kesi is a business coach cum consultant and corporate trainer. He has been an author, a media featured analyst, and an investment banker for 20 years. Training is his passion, and he believes that great achievement is possible through empowering people. Utpal's mathematical mind and excellent presentation skill makes his training programs extremely logical and very convincing. His high-level on-stage energy keeps the participants engaged throughout. Utpal is a professionally trained trainer from Indian Academy of Training and Development. His MBA finance qualification comes handy in effective training need analysis. Utpal has passed level 2 CFA. CFA stands for Chartered Financial Analyst from CFA Institute, Virginia, USA, that enables him to analyze and simplify the complex financial issues of the corporate and investment world. Utpal has long experience of leading big teams of highly qualified professionals like chartered accountants and MBAs in large organizations at GM and COO level. Over his 20 years of corporate experience in financial services industry, Utpal visited many companies across India, interviewed their top managements, analyzed their financials, restructured and advised for value creation. His views on financial markets and economy were regularly featured in national and international electronic and print media like CNBC, NDTV, Bloomberg, Reuters, Economic Times, etc. The author of many books on financial markets and the first derivative analyst of India, has been into training for around 18 years. Investment management, financial derivatives, financial management, wealth management are his strengths. He also conducts public and corporate training on paradigm shift, leadership, and others. Utpal has conducted over 100 programs and trained over 5,000 individuals, including businessmen and professionals from various walks of life. Now I request sir to please deliver his talk.
Thank you, Ananya. And let's say, like, you have already, right, what happens, like, when you do a lot of marketing, a lot of advertisement, and then after that, the product cannot deliver up to the expectation, and it becomes very bad, right? So you have really put me in a very risky situation out here. Anyway, thanks a ton, and thank you so much, all these guys who are present here beforehand, because that's how I do it, because it's the audience. Audience makes a webinar or a seminar successful. Without webinar, without audience, there is no meaning of any webinar or seminar. Okay, so we are, first of all, again, I would like to tell you, I think there are a lot of guys from Tezpur University, a lot of ladies and gentlemen, and from outside Tezpur University. So I am a product of Tezpur University. So I always feel proud about that, and I do talk about that wherever I go, wherever I speak. Yeah, nowadays I speak daily, right? So that has become my bread and butter. So, so I am a product of Tezpur University, and whoever I am today, I think Tezpur University, MBA department in particular. So I am an MBA from Tezpur University. It has got a huge, like, I must be grateful. So they have got a lot of what I'm not getting the correct words. So they created me, actually. That's what I feel. And I came from a completely non-accounts, non-finance background. Basically, I'm an agriculture graduate, like our Dhanapati Deka sir. So of course, I call him Dada because we are in the same university, agriculture university. So
thank you, Utpal.
Yeah, Dhanapati, that's so nice that we are here again. So anyway, so I came from there. From there, I took up finance. All these teachers, I believe, Sarkar sir, Chandana ma'am, they are there. So they created me. Okay, they created me, and I like that subject somehow. And I really, they transformed me. I was like, and then I went ahead. And today I am advising a lot of guys. Okay, now that's okay. Now coming to the point. Okay, I think you are more eager to learn that. Coming to the point. That's what I am going to talk about. Employability in capital market. You see, capital market is a very big area, very big subject, very big area, and capital market. So I'll be using whiteboard because I always believe in chalk and board kind of. Nowadays chalk is not there, but still whiteboard is there. So I'll be using that whiteboard. Capital market is a big area. So you can, so far employability is concerned, so you can have a various kind of employment in the capital market, and you can also have business opportunities in capital market, right? You can really, somebody wants to start business, you can really start business in the capital market. Okay, now I would like to ask you, so if you can quickly in the chat box, how many of you have some idea about capital market? Please type I. Please type I. Fatafat. Some idea about capital market? No. Okay. Somebody has any idea? There must be somebody. Stock market. You must have heard about stock market, right? Stock market. Do you have any idea?
They can raise hand also.
They can raise hand. Of course, I am not very. Yeah, you can raise hand. I don't know where I'll see raising hand. Okay, you can raise hand or you can type I. Stock market. Have you heard about stock market? Stock market. Yes. Okay. I. Please type I. If you type I, simple I. Type I. I means okay. How many? Everybody. Okay. Fine. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Thanks, Satan. Okay. You see, stock market is also a part of capital market. Stock market is a very small part of the capital market. It's one part of the capital market. Now, what is capital market? Capital means money, right? So we need money. Whenever we do any business, we need money. So capital market is a place where you can raise money, where the businessman get money. That is the capital market, right? So that way, banking system is also a part of capital market in a way, right? But yeah, banking system is slightly different. In capital market, you can buy and sell ownership. Okay, you can buy and sell ownership, and you you can raise money. So that is a capital market. Now capital market, I would like to share my whiteboard. You rent screen. Okay. Okay. Can you see my whiteboard, everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, just a moment. Let me adjust it. I am not. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if you have any question, any point of time, you can. Okay. Now capital market. Basically, capital market. Capital market is a market from where you can get capital, right? So there are two types of capital. One is equity and another is debt. Before going to talk about like what are the opportunities, it is necessary that we can understand what it is actually, what is the structure. Okay, so there's a equity and debt. Equity is basically stock market that you have heard about, that comes under equity. Okay, equity means shares, means stocks, right, where we can buy and sell companies. Buy and sell companies means in the equity market, basically what we do, we buy and sell partnership. Let us understand this way. Okay, simple way, we buy and sell partnership, right? I start a company and tomorrow I grow big. I want to grow bigger, right? Now I need money. So I have two options. I can go to the banks and I can borrow some money. That is one option. Second option is that I can sell shares, right? I can tell you, okay, you guys, okay, please give me, suppose whatever, lakhs of rupees, 1 lakh rupees, I'll give you 25% shares of my business. Okay. So that is stock market. That is equity market. That is capital market, right? Similarly, in the debt market, I am not going to that much details into debt because that's slightly complex, and like, it's only that high level, the corporates, they play there. Okay. So in a debt market also, there are some debts, government debts, and there are some bonds. If you know bonds and debentures, bonds means the companies issues bonds, means they invite people to invest in their company and they give certificates. Okay. And these certificates, they can be traded. Suppose it's simply, suppose, I have a company, my company's name is Saint Words. Suppose Saint Words, I need money, I issue bonds. Not that easy, right? Okay. So, okay, don't be very enthusiastic, those who are thinking to take entrepreneurship. Okay, it's not that easy. Okay, so what will happen, I'll take money from you and I'll give you a certificate. Okay, of course, nowadays paper certificate is not given. Nowadays everything is electronic. Okay, so I'll give you certificate. Tomorrow if you need money, you cannot come to me, because it has a fixed terms and conditions. What you can do, you can sell that bond to somebody else, to your friend. Okay, and then you can sell that bond and you can get your money. Okay, depending on the market conditions, you will get your money. So that is the debt market. And equity market is simple. I have already told you what is equity market. We sell partnership, buy and sell partnership, right? You take the 25% stake of mine. Tomorrow you are no longer interested in my company, you want to sell it off, you want to go out, you can come to me or you can go to somebody else. You can tell him, okay, this is a big company, this is going to be very good company, because run by Utpal KC, right? And I want to sell it. So he might be interested and he might buy it at the market price. He might give you a much better price, he might give you a less price. Okay, depends on the market condition. That is stock market. Okay, that is stock market. Stock market is equity market. Equity means equity, partnership, kind of. Let us understand in a simple way that way. Okay, now where is the employability? Now this equity market, again, equity market can be divided into, I'm not going that much into debt market. It is similar structure. One is your investment banking, basically. Okay, and there's another is your broking, equity broking. Stock market comes under, that's what you understand, equity broking. Okay, so now investment banking and equity broking. So what is investment bankers do, what equity broking do? Investment banking, they do the background job. Suppose if you start a, okay, my God. Okay, so okay, just a moment. Okay, I'll just switch it off and then I'll just switch it on, because sometimes this happens. Okay, just a moment. Okay. Okay, this is all gone. I don't know why. Okay, just a moment. Sometimes it happens. In fact, today I have a very, okay, you are presenting your screen. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen? White screen? Whatever
Yes,
I wrote,
yes.
it has gone. Okay, whatever I have wrote, it is gone. Okay, but anyway, I'll recreate it. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. So I said equity market, equity, capital. Sorry, I said capital market. Then it has two parts. One is that equity market, capital market, cap market. It has got two parts: equity and debt. Okay. So in the equity market, there are investment banking, IB, investment banking, and there is equity broking. Okay. So now we'll go in the investment banking. What is investment banking? Investment banking does the background job. Background job means, suppose like there is a company, it needs money, right? Huge amount of money. So it has now two options. Again, as I have told you, they might go to the equity market or they might go to the debt market, right? So now equity market. Now, for going to the equity market, it is not that tomorrow you can go there and you can just say like, okay, this is my company. You'll have to do a lot of restructuring, etc. Your balance sheet should be proper, right? There should not be a lot of hanky pankies. Okay, let me tell you very straight away. Okay, there should not be any hanky pankies, and if there is hanky pankies, that should be properly decorated, right? Because an analysts are, they are very sharp. Okay, they will ask questions. So you need to do that, right? And so you need to do that. You need to, if necessary, you'll have to some parts of the business which doesn't look good, you'll have to separate them. There's some parts of the business might be like, you'll have to incorporate them, you have to merge them, right? All these mergers, demergers, restructuring, everything is done by investment banker. Okay, so doing that, what they do, they might go to equity broking or they might go to debt syndication. Debt syndication means they need huge debts. They will take those papers, they will make beautiful PPT presentation, and they will go to the banks, and then they will make presentation. Okay, this is a company and this is how beautiful it is. This is how it is going to be great. So please give money, right? Okay, either to the investors or to the banks or financial institutes who gives money, or to the private equity, like those who are big buy guys, they want to buy a large chunk of stocks. Okay, so anyway, whoever is interested in giving money, they will go there. So that is basically investment banking. Okay, got it? Investment banking, again, there are two parts everywhere. One is research and another is marketing. If you are interested in research, if that appeals to you, right? Going to the companies, meeting the management, okay, and you are treated very well, right? So you'll be treated mainly 5-star companies and all, 5-star hotels, etc., etc. So if you are interested in that, and you can go there and you can really discuss with them, you can do all the decorations and all. You must have very good understanding about finance, and you must have very good understanding about finance, and then that recent international financial reporting system, etc., etc. Okay, basically you should be a finance guy. You can be a chartered accountant or you can be an MBA finance. Okay, but whatever you are, you should be good at it, because it involves thousands of crores of money, right? Depending on your report, thousands of crores of money will be in stake. Of course, you will not be alone, there will be a team. Okay, so you should be good in the research side, and there is another is the marketing side. Okay, research and marketing in both the cases. Investment banking also similar, same is applicable, and there is research or analysis and marketing side. Okay, so here you should be a finance guy. Okay, and in the marketing, it's good if you have finance background. but not necessary. But it's always preferable, because you'll be able to, because preliminary marketing guy, what they do two things. There are two types of marketing. One is they will go to the different kind of companies and they will convince them. Suppose you start a company, some of you start a company, my market, suppose I am an investment banker, my marketing guy will go to you and they'll tell you, try to convince you, see, your company will be this big if you do this and that, and like it will be so beautiful. Okay, so please give us the contact, we'll raise money for you and we'll do the restructuring, etc., etc. Or either as IPO means going to the stock market. So that's the marketing part, one part of marketing. Another part of the marketing is they will hunt for where they will be able to sell the, suppose one marketing is going to the bank, going to the companies, they're getting the companies to me. Who I am the analyst. So I will do all this, everything, like dressing up of the balance sheet, income statements, everything I will do, and then I'll look good, then I'll make PPTs, beautiful PPTs. Okay, after that, what will happen? Now I am ready. I'll tell my other guys I am ready. Now another part of the marketing guys, they will go to the investors. Right? They will go to the investors, they will go to the banks. If it is a loan syndication, they will take appointment with the big investors across world if necessary. Okay, and they will go there and they will fix up the meeting, and then they will call me if I am the analyst. Well, boss, we have fixed meeting with these guys, so please come and make presentation. So I will make presentation. Basically, I'm an analyst, I'll try to sell that company. Sell that company means not selling that company. They need money, so I'll try to convince my customers, my prospective customer, this side customers, that please invest money here. It will be whatever, 2 times, 3 times over 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 15 years. Okay, so that's the scenario. Now the marketing part, you need to be a marketing expert. You should be smart, because that is very, very necessary. You should be smart. You should know your numbers. You should have the ability, particularly because what happens, the analyst will go later. First, you will have to go with the reports that's written by the analyst, and you'll have to show them. Okay, they will ask preliminary questions. You should have that ability to answer. Once they are convinced with those answers, then only they will tell you, okay, let us meet. So when the meet will happen, then you will take the analyst. Then analyst will give presentation. Okay, so that's the investment banking part. Okay, mainly. Now equity broking is slightly, it's more equity broking is more diverse. Like there are many things. Okay, so what are these things? Okay, what are these things? Basically, equity broking, one is institutional and another is the retail. Institutional and another is the retail. Okay, so institutional, again there are 3 kind of. Institutional means they will, again there's another part I will tell later. Already 3:53. Okay, so my time is till 4:30. Okay, yeah, I think now I have enough time. Institutional means institutional investor. Institutional means institutional investor. So they will be dealing with institutional investor, and there are retail investor means. Okay, and I was basically here. I was basically here and here. Here again same. There are again 3. Here is a research, and then there is a again marketing or sales. We call it sales and marketing, right? Sales, and there is a dealing. Okay, so now what happened here? What happens? So you have understood investment banking, right? Have you understood investment banking, everybody? Everybody understood till here? Clear? Please type yes. Please type yes. Fatafat. Such that I know. Otherwise, like now I'll be just talking like this. Please type yes. Please type yes. Okay. At least first preliminary. Okay. I'm not expecting you to be an expert, but you must have preliminary idea. Okay. This is how it is. Okay. So once you grow big, if those who are going for entrepreneurship, if you go big, you will be encountering with investment banker. Okay. You may call it like at a lower level, like, or call it consultant and all. Okay. Now in the institutional investor, there is a research, there is a sales and dealing. Now what research does? So I was mainly here. So this is my throughout my career, most of the majority of the time I was here. Okay. So in research, what we do, what the researcher do, again, here you must be a finance guy, preferably MBA. CAs are also fine, and MBA finance preferably, and CAs are also good. So here, what happens again, the role of the investment banking research and institutional research, institutional investors research, right? Research for the institutional investors, they are almost same or similar, and most of the time they are joined. Like, you know, as I said, I am here and here. Okay, so in fact, now I was an analyst, and as an analyst, I was sent everywhere. Okay, so I was sent for, okay, to that companies for creating research report for the investors. Who are the investors? Mutual funds, primarily. Okay, you have heard of the mutual funds, right? All of you, mutual funds. So mutual funds manager, mutual fund managers are institutional investors. That is a separate structure I am going to tell you, right? So mutual fund managers, so we sell to the mainly to the mutual fund managers, and all the GIC, LIC, and all the what? All the insurance companies. So they are also big time investors in equities, also debt. Okay, so these are our clients. Institutional investors clients are this, mainly mutual funds, mutual fund managers. So what we do, what the researcher do, what the research, or it's called research analyst, or simply analyst, or simply researcher. Okay, again, this is creating problem. I think it's becoming hard. Research analyst. Okay, yeah, research analyst, researcher, or research analyst, or simply analyst, whatever, doesn't matter. So what they do, they again go to the companies, they meet the management, and they see the factory. After looking at everything, they make research reports, right? Research reports on that particular company, how it is expected to perform going ahead and why. Okay, then you come back and you go to the institutional investors, mainly mutual funds, mutual fund managers, and their team. That structure is also there under capital market, so that we'll discuss. There you make a presentation and you try to convince, yes sir, this Reliance or SBI or whatever, ABCD is very good at this point of time, it looks very good, please invest, or please do not invest also. So that is also there, right? I am not good at it. I don't feel like, you know, this company is going to do great, so I can also make a negative report, right? I can say this company is like this, I know you have a lot of investment, but I feel this company is, these are the negative things, it is not going to do well going ahead, so please sell off your investment. That is also possible, whether buy or sell, right? Whether buying or selling, investing or divesting. So that's the research analyst job. Okay, and I have already told you, you need to be an MBA finance preferably, and particularly those who are engineer plus MBAs, they are highly preferable. Why highly preferable? They are good with numbers and they can easily understand the machineries. Okay, and not only that, like I am basically, as I have already told you, I am basically an agricultural graduate, right? So what kind of industry I used to track? I used to track all the agriculture related companies. For example, sugar companies I used to track, and I also used to track like, you know, all this Ruchi soya and you know, all this oil manufacturer, oil extractor, anything food related companies I used to track, because, you know, I have that background. I can easily understand, like, you know, if somebody like, you know, they cannot take me for a ride very easily. Okay, so because, you know, I'll ask appropriate question. And so similarly, chemical industry, all these fertilizers industries, that I used to track, because I understand fertilizers, how it is prepared, I understand. Okay, what is a chemical formula, what goes in, what comes out, I can understand. They cannot make fool out of me very easily. Okay, so that's, it depends on your background. Okay, those, we also take a lot of, we have one guy who was a very good guy, so his background was, he was a pharmacist. Pharmacist means B Pharm. After B Pharm, he did MBA in finance and he was good. So we used to take him and we recruited him to track all the pharma companies. Okay, so it's like that. Okay, so this is the research analyst. Then after that, sales. Sales jobs are, their job is to keep in touch continuously with all the investors, our client. Who are our client? Our clients are for institutional investors. Who are clients are the mutual fund managers. So they used to keep in touch with these all the fund managers, okay, treating them well, right? Whatever does it mean, right? so they used to treat them well, whatever way, okay, such that they give us business. Okay, now what happens? How this entire thing works? Now, if they find our research good, right, and if they find that we are really servicing them in terms of research and everything else, okay, then they will give us more business. What business? They buy and sell shares in the stock market through us. Got it? Through us. Through whom? Through the dealers. Dealing. So dealing department, dealers, they are called dealers. So they do the punching. So because nowadays the trading happens through terminals. The trading happens through terminals. So they will call up the dealers. And dealers are, you see, dealers are just not only puncher. Puncher means they just not buy and sell, they also discuss. What they do, they are also clever. Like, they are the frontline salespeople in the sense that whatever research analysts, so research analysts, they have a department. From their department, every day this output comes. Research, their comments and all this stuff. So many things comes up, right? Every day. So they every morning they read it, they go through it, and then when they get buy or sell call from the institutional investors, they give their preliminary feedback, right? So they give their preliminary feedback. So in the dealing department, you will find there are a lot of very qualified people are also there at the very entry level. Okay, lot of MBA finance guys, in fact CAs, they also enter the dealing department as a dealer. So simply they take up call and they will say, somebody will say, okay, buy this, sell this, then they give their small input. And sometimes, in fact, now these inputs are so strong that then they really alter the entire thing. Okay, this also happens. Okay, instead of buying and selling, they say, okay, hold on, we'll discuss with your analyst. Okay, so anyway, so this dealing can be a graduate also. All the graduates, preferably with commerce graduates are preferable because they have some understanding about companies, etc., what is happening, what is not happening. They have the orientation. So commerce graduates are preferred, but otherwise lot of good MBA finance, chartered accountants, cost accountants, they also enter into dealing in the very beginning level. After that, there's gradually some of them who are very oriented towards sales, they go to the sales and marketing department, and then others, they go to the analyst, they become analyst. Okay, so this is one way. But I entered directly as an analyst. I gave interview and I straight away I became an analyst. So there's the two routes. Okay, and I'm not saying directly entering analyst good or bad. It's not like that. It ultimately depends how much caliber you have. Okay, how much understanding you have. Okay, so this is about dealing. So now same way in the retail investor. In the retail investor also there are similarly there are research analyst, sales and marketing department, and they are dealers. Okay, but nowadays you see dealers job is getting redundant slowly. In institutional it's still there, but it's coming down, and in the retail it's almost non-existent. Like it's coming down very sharp. Why? Because nowadays everybody do dealing through mobiles only. Okay. Earlier, what happened? Even the retail investors like you and me, we are retail investors now, and we used to call up the broker. We call up the broker, and then broker used to buy and sell all these shares on our behalf. Okay. Nowadays, what happens? Nowadays, that is not there. So you can through mobile, you can do through your computer, you can do. Okay. But still, there are dealer job because there are still people who do not have time, particularly like the rich people, rich businessmen. They are very busy. They don't have time to do all this stuff. Okay. Normally, they believe in delegation. That's why they grow big. Okay. If you can delegate, you can grow big. If you cannot delegate, you will remain small. So they delegate. So how the delegates, they just take a call, okay, buy SBI and sell Reliance, or buy Reliance, sell SBI, whatever. And then they just call them up and they just give, or they just WhatsApp, okay, this is my call, buy this, sell this, buy this, sell this, done. So the dealers do that. So here also you see in the retail level entry is easier. Why entry is easier? First thing is that you need a lot of people. Sales, you need a lot of people. So here, if you are like, nowadays, you see, nowadays every other guy is an MBA. Okay, earlier it was not there like that. Okay, so earlier becoming an MBA was tough. Okay, so nowadays everybody is an MBA. So yeah, MBA is good, but otherwise in the sales here you can easily enter. Not much difficulty, because everybody needs a lot of sales guys. So those guys, they will keep relationship with the retail investors like you and me. Okay, and then the dealers also you can enter here with you don't need much high qualification. In fact, here normally commerce graduates or any science graduate or in fact arts graduates are also fine, provided number doesn't disturb you, because it's all numbers. Screen is all numbers only, right? This is going up, this is going up, going down. Okay, so this is commerce, and all the graduates also comes here. Here graduates with master degree is fine. Nowadays, yeah, as I said, everybody is MBA, so MBAs are also fine here. Okay, research analyst, here you need this research is not that tough research. This research guy, they do not go to the companies. Normally they do not go to the companies, barring very few big institutional broker. But even then, this set of analysts are different than this set of analysts. Most of the time, these guys, they depend on their research report. Most of the time, 99% time. So they go to the companies, visit the companies, write big research reports, and these guys, they read the research report and they make an extract, small research report, 1 pager, 2 pager. Okay, and then they pass it on to the sales guy. Then sales guy, what they do, they take that research reports and they send to people like you and me. Okay, you and me. Okay, I'm trying to make it a smiley. Okay, so and it comes to you and me, and then we take a decision, and then we make money or lose money, right? Okay, so this is the entire structure is. Now, got it? Okay, got it. Now there is another structure that is, okay, did I miss something? Okay, now in the research, again in the research there are two types of research, particularly here it is, most of them are fundamental analysis, and then there are analysis are mainly here. Also there are few technical analysis, but here fundamental analyst is the main guy. Here there are fundamental analyst and technical analyst. You see, technical analyst. So what is fundamental analysis? Whatever I have been talking about so far is fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis means you go to the companies and you do all these things, you write research reports and you say whether good or bad. Okay, so that is fundamental analysis. Technical analysis, they depends on statistics. So they are not bothered with whatever is happening in the company. So they look at the price over last 5 years, 10 years, 5 days, 10 days. Okay, so it's depends on them. They have different kind of studies, and then they do statistical analysis in a nutshell. It's not exactly statistical analysis. There are a lot of things, but okay, let me tell you in a very rough way, it is a statistical analysis. They try to look at the trend, and based on the trend, they try to say whether it will go up or not. Okay, but fundamental analysis, they look at the balance sheet, they look at the performance, they say whether this company is going to do well or not. Okay, so that is the technical analysis and fundamental analysis. Technical analysts are mainly, you can say roughly, it is not correct to say statistical analysis. Statistical. Okay, I am very bad at English spelling. I think it's fine. Chandana ma'am is there, so she will know. If she is there, I don't know if she is there or not. Okay, she knows that. So I am still like that only. Okay. You see, I am very mathematical guy. Okay, so English is काम चलता है kind of. Okay. Okay. So now tell me if you have any question till here. Then after that I'll go to the next mutual fund side. What happens in the mutual fund side? Similar structure but slightly different. That's called buy side. That's called sell side. So you have any question here? Any question? Not yet. Rizwana Sultana. Not yet. Okay. Anybody understood it? Well, tell me something, ask me something, then only I'll be able to, right? Whether you have understood or not, because I have been only speaking. No question? Everybody understood? You must ask question. That's why I am here. Like all my teachers, those who are present, they know. I used to ask difficult questions because I came from a background, no finance, no business background, right? And yeah, so that's what. No question. Everybody understood? Clear? Everybody, I think I should start recruiting you guys here. How tough it is to get a job in IB investment banking, sir. Okay, now the things are coming. Okay, Shaif Kamal Ahmed, beautiful. You see, let me tell you. In IB investment banking, it is tough to get a job. Why it is tough to get a job and how to get it, okay, how I got it. Now you see, I went there from Tezpur. I am from the first batch of Tezpur University. Nobody knew me. Okay, so what I did, I started looking at such kind of companies or organizations where actual research happens, but it's a small organization. They may not pay me well. Okay, I joined my first company at half the salary what the others were offering me. Okay, so I got two offers. One offer is in hardcore research that was giving me half the salary what the other guy was offering, but other guy was giving me marketing of financial DMAT. This is again, okay, it's a huge thing. Okay, in fact, DMAT, everybody knows dematerialized form. So DMAT selling was happening. So he wanted me for marketing DMAT accounts, and this gentleman, who was also my mentor for quite long period of time, and is a very renowned guy, Dr. L.C. Gupta. So he recruited me, and he told me flatly, see, Utpal, I cannot pay you. In the first interview, a lot of people, of course, he chose me, he liked me, he's a very research-minded guy, and then he told me flat, I cannot pay you, I can pay you this much only. But I sincerely want you to be here. I can promise that I'll guide you very well. And I joined him. It was half the salary. Okay, very disappointing. But I joined him and I started. That's how I started. So my recommendation will be. Go to the companies. If you are not from a very reputed business school. Now Tezpur University is now, like, people know it, and because what happened, I'm telling you, then you go to the company. I'm going to tell you, like, what happens, why it is so, why we need to struggle. So now you go to the companies where you get the proper job. Your job profile should be as per your understanding, as per your the job profile you want. Okay, so I was looking for that kind of job profile. Okay, I was looking for that kind of job where real research happens. Okay, and I got there, even if my pay was just half of the industry standard at that point of time, 1997 January. I'm talking about, right? Because I was very confident that I'll be able to do well. Now what happens? Why this struggle? This struggle is because, you see, we guys are lazy, particularly Indians. I have seen, we do not take much headache, obviously, because we work very hard, and unlike probably a lot of other guys that I have seen across world, I think particularly Mumbaikars, they slogs the most. Okay, I am also in Mumbai now. So what happens? So suppose if I take a guy from a reputed business school, then I am 50% sure that this guy will be good. And that's the only thing. In fact, I also prefer, whenever I see somebody from good business school, I have a tendency, because I know my headache will be less, at least 50% assured, rest 50% dekha jayega, chalega. Okay, so this is the reason. This is the reason, nothing else. Okay, but yeah, there are some guys. Okay, nowadays this is going away slowly. Okay, thanks to Google and Facebook and all these guys. And nowadays people really look for talents. Okay, because it's being overflooded with all these so-called degrees. But this is the reason why people prefer branded. Okay, so that's the reason. So, and to go through it, this is the only way. You go through. You just tell them that it's okay if you give me less salary, but please give me the opportunity, right? I also face such kind of guys, lot of guys. Okay, I can still remember. I'm just telling you a story. So I was looking for one team member, and then I was looking for somebody who is in preferably MBA from a regular school, not part-time, and I was looking for that. And then I got a CV, and I found he is pretty good, sincere, but it was against my policy. My policy means it should be a regular MBA. Okay, and then I called him up, just hundreds of CVs. So that guy, I just thought I must speak to him. So I called him up, and he did lot of correspondence courses and with lot of marks. And then he called me up. When I called him up, then he asked me one question. So I told him, you see, Tushar, my only worry is, or my only thing that is holding me back is that you are not a regular MBA. Okay, so you have done a lot of correspondence courses and correspondence MBA also. There's a part-time MBA, but you are not a regular MBA. That is my doubt. And he told me one thing, sir, if I am not good, how can I get so much marks? I have some compulsion, family compulsion. That's why I cannot do a regular MBA. Will you give me a chance to meet you? Right, so that happens on Friday, and I have all the things lined up. Then, as usual, always tight schedule. So what I did, I called him up to a mall. So I asked him, can you come on Sunday? He said, yeah, I can come. Where I'll have to come? I stay in Navi Mumbai. So I asked him, come to this particular mall at this particular time. So he came to that particular time at that, to that mall at that particular time. I was casually there, and I had a discussion, and I recruited him as an analyst. And he was awesome. Okay, so that's it. If you are good and if you have confidence that you can do it, then somebody will spot you. Okay, that's it. Got it? Okay, Mr. Ahmed, got it. MBA Finance. I'm so curious about IB. I have done MBA Finance. Okay, good. That's good. Yeah. So if you really like the numbers, and then really enjoy making and breaking companies, and also wining and dining, whatever, in 5-star hotel, then IB job or research job, institutional booking research job, they are high profile jobs. Got it? Got it? Any other question? I have another 15 or 12 minutes, so I'll go ahead. Any other question? Any other question? Take the profile and always have this thing in mind. We are one very important training I am telling you, because this is about employability. You see, do not hesitate to take training outside. Those who are being given by business schools or universities, that is fine. Okay, but ultimate growth happens from outside training. Okay, believe me. So I really. We have lot of inhibitions, and we have lot of barriers, lot of boundaries, right? So that you can get rid of it, and we don't know them, and we find perfect. Okay, so those barriers can be broken down through training. And I have seen, particularly in Mumbai, most of the time, I have seen I also give training, and I also take participants in training. Okay, I do huge training, lot of training myself. Okay, and I feel most of the time the hall is, I think 75% is full with Gujaratis. Okay, and the rest 25% is rest of India, and there is very few from Assam. Most of the time I am the only guy. So, and so that's why Gujarat is Gujarat. Okay, Gujarat is not because of one guy or somebody. Okay, it's a false. Gujarat is because of the people, because of the people. Okay, most of them you will find they do not have formal education certificate. Most of them do not have formal certificate, but you will find them in all these training houses, and some of them are really very expensive in lakhs. Got it? So do not hesitate. You have taken certificate, that's fine, but now going ahead, you must take training. That will open you up. Then you will understand, right, how to approach. It will create a huge difference in your personality. So that is the main thing. It's the attitude. Attitude is the main thing. We look at attitudes. When we recruit people, we look at attitudes. Everything else could be taught. Attitude should come from you. Always remember that. Okay, your success depends not on your certificate. Your success depends on your attitude. 80% of your success depends on your attitude. Rest 20% is your skill and education, etc., etc. Always remember that. Okay. Now I am going ahead. Okay, I'm not supposed to do this leadership lecture or motivational lecture. Okay. Okay, I am going ahead now. There is another aspect is this what we are discussing from here. So this is called sales side. This is called sales side because you must have been. So this is called sales side. This is called sales side. This is called sales side. Sales side means here we are trying to sell the company to somebody else. Entire structure, if you look at, you will see that we are really trying to sell the company to somebody else. That is called sales side. Now there is a buy side. Who is the buy side? Buy side is, now there is a capital market buy side. Capital market buy side. In the buy side, again, buy side is basically who are the buy side? Okay. So who are the buy side? Sell side, we are trying to sell the companies. Buy side is where people try to buy the companies. So there are institutional, basically it's institutional retailers, you and me, we go and buy stocks. Okay. Institutional is like mainly they are mutual funds. As I told, mutual funds and portfolio managers. Portfolio managers. Okay, so mutual funds and portfolio managers. Okay. So now in this, how is the structure in this mutual funds and portfolio management structure? In both the cases, there are normally one is the fund manager. Okay, they are paid huge. If you are a successful fund manager, I think they are the highest paid fund managers, and of course investment bankers too. But fund managers, if you are a good fund manager, then it's a huge. It's in several crores. Okay, salaries. Okay, so there's a fund managers, and then again there is a dealers, and then there are fund managers, dealers, and there is again marketing. And along with the fund managers, there are also below fund managers are again research analyst. Research analyst to chahiye, right? So this is the mainly structure. So for portfolio managers, so there is again another department, which is very few, product development. Product development. Okay, so this is the structure. Fund managers, basically fund managers are senior people. Okay, from research analysts and dealers, they become fund managers. Research analysts means they can also come from here. Lot of people from this side, not this side, this side. This side, these guys. This guy also become, later they become fund managers. Okay, you can become fund managers later. Okay, and then dealers becomes fund managers and resource analysts becomes fund managers, right? Fund managers, they are mainly senior guy. From fund managers means they take the ultimate decision. Mutual funds where you invest money, so there is a fund manager who invests money. He will take decision where he should invest your money. He is fund manager. Okay, you buy all his SBI Magnum, this and that, right? So ultimately you give him money, and this guy, he takes decision. Ultimate decision he will take. How he will take decision? Mainly he will get feedbacks from this fundamental analyst we talked about. This guy will give him feedbacks. This guy will go and make him presentation like, this stocks looks like this and that. Then he will pass this report to his research analyst. Okay, so now the difference is this fundamental research analyst, most of the time they do track normally 10 to 11 stocks, right? But this guy, this research analyst, they do track around 30 stocks. Okay, the difference is they do not do much in-depth analysis. They get it done by them. Okay, so they are the main analyst. Okay, and then they give the reports to these guys, fund managers plus research analysts. They work in tandem together. Okay, so they will give them the data and everything, and then they will question this guy, and once they convince, they will maintain their way the data, and then this guy will take a decision whether to buy it or to sell it, right? And when they take the decision to buy it or sell it, then they will go to the dealer and they will order the dealer, we want to buy this particular stock. Okay, now the dealer will look at the market conditions. Okay, this is again, these dealers are qualified dealers. Okay, again you will find there are a lot of graduates also there, but they should be good. They should be really good. Even if there are some graduates you find out, but they are very good. Nowadays it is very difficult to get graduates in the dealers level. There, most of them are MBAs. The MBAs are available everywhere. There are MBAs, CAs, etc. in the dealer level also, because they take a crucial decision. They take the crucial decision whether they should buy today or they should buy after 1 week, or they should sell today or they should sell after 1 week. So this timing decision is taken by the dealers, and then he will call up this dealer. That is where this dealer, and then they will discuss and they will buy and sell whatever they used to do. Okay, so this is that. And then marketing is that you must have got a lot of sales call. Sir, I don't know, like here like in Mumbai we get lot. Sir, there is a scheme, will you buy the scheme? Okay, typical marketing. So they do marketing or sales. So marketing means higher level. They create the strategy, they understand the market, they design the names, etc. Okay, this is very important. Name, right? What name you are keeping and how you are targeting. So it's a very important thing. So I'm not talking about directly marketing, but sales also. Sales are like in the sales, all the graduates, etc. you can enter. So there, like you do a lot of legworks. In the sales, you do a lot of legworks. You go to the investors. Some of them are over calls. Some of them are like they really, those who are high net worth HNIs, high net worth individuals. You go on foot, meet them, convince them, everything. Okay. So here you can again, fund managers, you directly cannot become fund managers. The senior guys there. Here you can enter. Here you can enter as MBAs, finance, CAs, ICWS. All these guys you can enter here. Product development is again, it's a senior guy. Straight away you cannot do the product development. It's a very you see, fund management is a very stressful job. Somebody who is very good at numbers becomes senior and he doesn't want to take that stress headache, because when the market goes down, then it becomes horrible condition for the fund managers, right? And this is despite that it is not your fault. That is rough, right? There are so many intricacies are there. I'm not going to discuss all these things. Okay, so then instead of becoming a fund manager, you can become a product development guy, and you can remain comfortable. You can design the products, and you educate the marketing team. What is that product all about? Then they will design everything. They will give a suitable name. They will design everything, and they will send the salespeople to sell that product. Okay, got it? So this is the complete capital market structure. Similarly, there's in the debt side also there is a similar structure. Of course, debt side is basically dealers are there and fund managers, analysts. Similar, dealers, fund managers, analysts, but there are no retail. Dealers, fund managers, sorry, the dealers, analysts. Yeah, dealers and analysts, basically. Dealers, analysts. Yeah. And sometimes also, if it is a buy side, if it is a sell side, there will be dealers and analysts. If it is a buy side, then there will be also fund managers. Okay, but that side is basically, it's a mixed. Somebody has the sell side also, somebody has the one arm buy side also. Okay, so basically dealers and analysts. Okay, so this is the structure, and if there's a buy side again, okay, yeah, it's like that. Dealer and analyst, you can say. Dealers and analysts. Okay. Okay. So this is the structure. Again, this debt market, entering debt market is very difficult. Why I am saying very difficult? It's not that you need very, very competitive. It's not like that. Because you see, we do not learn much about debt. Debt market is, because unlike US and all developed countries, their debt market is very, very vibrant and people are aware of, right, what is happening in the debt market. Because there is a lot of mortgage selling and buying, all these things happens. In India, it's completely institutional only. So very few people are there who have good understanding about debts. And if you have good understanding about debt, then you can enter. Okay. And similarly, the best way is you can go as a dealer, you can enter as a dealer, or you can, if you are good with debts and all, and you can develop also, you can learn also. Basically, those who are MBAs, you can know time value of money. Okay, entire thing is time value of money. So that's the main thing. So if you are good at that, and there are a lot of other things also, so many other things, so that you can learn later, or you can do advanced level course like CFA and all, that you can do, and you can become an expert. Okay.
Utpal,
yeah.
Very interesting lectures indeed. And because due to time constraint, I think you have to restrict your lecture right now. Later on, again, we will discuss in some forum. I think it will be very nice lecture. And
oh yeah, it is already 4:32.
Right? yes. You have not seen the time. You are so becoming involved in the lectures, so you are not seeing the time. Okay.
Yeah, I think I am through. Yeah.
Yeah. Onanna, please.
Okay, so a couple of minutes for question answers. If anybody has any questions, you can ask.
No question.
Okay, I think there's a question by Sneha Prasad. Sir, in your experience, what makes a good analyst and a great
analyst? Okay, Sneha. Are you an analyst? By the way, what makes a good analyst a great analyst? Are you an analyst, Sneha? Because that's normally it comes from. No, okay. Okay. You see, you should love what you are doing. So that's it. That's the crux. And if you, this is the main thing. If you love what you are doing, if you love visiting the companies, if you love going to the factories, most of the time factories are in a very remote places, and it's dusty and all. So sometimes it becomes very, very hectic. Visiting the companies, visiting the factories particularly. Head office is fine, but basically, so if you love that, and if you read, and if you enjoy the entire process, that's the main thing. Rest of the things can be learned, right? If you love what you are doing, you will learn it automatically. So once you, so that is the crux. You must love what you are doing, then you will be a great analyst automatically, because once you love it, you will understand, you will do all the education that is necessary. You yourself will go seeking for, looking towards what are the additional educations you need to become a great analyst, what additional knowledge you need. Only thing is that you must love. So that's the thing. Love is the everywhere. You must love. Okay. Any other question?
So Utpal, love yourself. It's important actually slogan that has been from BTS.
True.
Okay, BTS, one of the band from South Korea. Love yourself. This is very important, actually.
True.
Yeah. Okay.
So that
So
is the
nice.
first. You should love yourself. Then next, you should love what you do. So that is the second, actually. Yeah. Dhanapati da, I think, thank you so much. Corrected me, actually. You must love yourself.
No.
No, that is true. Like, it didn't occur my head.
It's a BTS slogan of a BTS.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, now everybody is crazy about BTS.
Yeah. Yes, love yourself. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Ananda, please conclude.
Okay. So if there are no more questions, then I would really want to thank Utpal sir for giving such a wonderful insight on how to enter in which sector at what time. So thank you again for joining us today. And I also thank all the participants who really participated, not only just attended, participated, also involved themselves in the discussions. Thank you all. And
So,
that's
Ananda, before wind up, actually, thank you, Utpal, again from formally, though you are my very heart in my heart, you are my juniors, but you are always in my heart. We have discussed a lot with different things. So you also encouraging words and other things. Your activity also a lot of encouraging. But thing is that so thank you so much for joining today. You have spent your valuable time. Whatever I have impression on you, you have a very busy every time, every day. Whatever that is known to me. Yeah. That is known to me. Thank you, Utpal. Thank you so much. So before winding up, actually for tomorrow's program, I would like to tell all the participants, please come tomorrow at 10 o'clock online. So tomorrow there is a very interesting lectures. One is the lecture will be delivered by Professor Nityananda Sharma. He will deliver on career opportunity in digital platform. This is very important now. At this moment, is a very important topic. What is it we are discussing? Along with really the topics, whatever I mean, Utpal also been discussing. Very nice topic he discussed, and he was giving a highlight of all this capital market. These things is very important. Whatever our students should know, because always we are lagging behind on that part. But he has breakthrough on this. Utpal has joined this capital market everything. He is now become a resource for us. Okay, so I request all the participants to join tomorrow also 10 a.m. sharply. We will start, and Professor Nityananda Sharma will be in the line. He is a professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering of Tezpur University. He will tell about his career opportunity digital platform. And there is another, I would say, our alumni who is also very much successful in supply chain industry. This is also very much important. Rakib Ahmed, he will also tell you on tomorrow at 11 a.m. This supply chain industry is now very much growing. Perhaps all of you know. So this is also one of the important, I would say, topic tomorrow to cover. Another is the Dr. Vijay Gogoi. He is an associate professor of Lokapriya Gopinath Bordore Mental Health Institute of Tezpur. He will tell us about how this capacity building by strengthening positive mental health. This is also very important. How we can have a strengthening positive mental health. Then afternoon session also very interesting. One of my good friends and director of Imperial College of Agribusiness of Delhi, he will tell about the career opportunity in agribusiness. He is a very experienced person. I think tomorrow's afternoon session will be very interesting. And one of the real entrepreneur, Mr. Midul Kumar Sharma, he will tell about the facing challenges. What challenges he got? He developed an entrepreneur, and so what challenges he got, and facing challenges and tackling them. A guide for budding entrepreneurs. Very interesting topic. I think all of you enjoy. I request all of you to be online on the tomorrow sharply at 10 a.m. Thank you all. Thank you, Ananda, for your kind mother. You have done a very nice job today. Moderate this all sessions very nicely. I have seen your face also, laughing face, very nice face you have. So thank you so much, Ananda. Always will be there for this encouragement for all of us. And for Utpal also, thank you, Utpal. Thank you for your valuable time giving to all our participants. Certainly, I feel they have benefited from your talk. Thank you all participants for your questions. Okay, and attendance. Okay, thank you.
Bye.